Back to the channel. You'll find myself here in the driveway yet again because there's too much stuff in the shed. A couple of videos back we fitted this backrest to the Judge. It's a cheap one we bought online on AliExpress. Just so happens after we fitted that and posted the video, I found a Victory one on Facebook Marketplace with a pair of saddlebags for the bargain price of $200. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this one off and we're going to fit the original one. But I want to show you a couple of little bits and pieces that you might not know about the original factory quick release system. So that's the sort of main point of this video. So you can see how the spools are set up and where the mounts go for the saddlebags. Okay. So I want to show you this part as well. This is the safety bracket for the actual saddlebag itself. And I'll show you the mechanism that clips into that. But I had a little look at the bike. I've taken off the other backrest. There doesn't really seem to be anywhere on the guard that this bolts on. But if you rub your finger along the back here, you can feel the bolt holes. So you have to have the factory style passenger pegs for these brackets. And I'm assuming they just sort of, maybe that's the opposite side, but they sort of sit in behind. So when I pull all that apart, you'll be able to see that a little bit better. And Tracy's just destroying my side covers. Just move that out of the way. Mount off, and as you can see, that's how the bracket appears to go on. Not 100% sure, don't have instructions for this. So I'm really just winging it. So while I've got you there, I'm going to show you the other parts. These. Oh. So I didn't get any photos or anything from the guy who took this off, but these are lots of little components. So you can see the outer plastic ring, plastic retainer, another plastic ring, another part. All right. Now this one here, I would say, is going to be the one at the front. The reason being, and I'll show you on the backrest, it's got like a rubber fork that goes around it. This one, which I conveniently dropped the bolt out of, I think is the real one. Now, the reason being, it's got this metal retainer here, and on the actual quick release, there's a piece that locks in. So I think that's where it goes. So I'm going to put these on the bike, and we're just going to quickly test fit a few things to make sure we're doing things correctly. Then we can Loctite these in so they don't move. Mount these up. Just loosely for now. See if all this goes together the way I think it will. Okay. Yeah, I think it does actually. Weird though. There we go. Okay. That does look like it goes on like that. This one sits quite proud, but the backrest looks like it locks on. Let me grab the bag. You can see here, that's that retainer I was talking about. So if I loosely fit our passenger pegs back on, you can see that the bracket sort of lines up here in the front. Just going to quickly put this on. It's nice and tight, that one, for some reason. Just going to do it loose anyway. Doesn't have to be going to come back and fit all these properly anyway once it's done. Okay, so that's our bag. And that's our clip. So if you come over here, Trace, and have a bit of a look, you can see that clips on, and then the retainer, yeah, that's it there. See that? Latched in. So that is how the saddle bag looks. Now I'm not going to leave these on all the time. The backrest, yeah, we'll leave that on because it encourages Tracy to get on the bike. But these will probably take them off. Most of the time we don't need, saddlebags on this bike. We've got a touring bike with saddlebags. So.
Apart from shopping.
Yes, well. But that's how quickly they come off too. So this is the beauty of the quick release system. So we're just messing around, and I think these little bits here, they're too long for this housing. So what I did was I just put the old retainers in from the other backrest, and I think we'll just do it up like that. So it sits up against it when it's tight, and you can see, I just test fitted it. It seems to work okay. So what I'll do now, just a little bit of Loctite on the threads, because you don't want these coming out, especially when you're going down the highway. So bit of Loctite, some will come out. You don't need a lot, all right? Just a little bit on the threads. Don't go crazy with the Loctite, because if you've got to take it off, you'll end up breaking stuff. But enough that it will retain. Okay, almost out of that Loctite. Just going to pop this back on. Get your thread started. All right, and off you go. Nip them up nice and tight. You get the torque wrench out. Click. In all honesty, if you do have a torque wrench, you should probably use it. There's probably some specs for these somewhere in the user manual. I just make them nice and tight so they don't come off. So we've got these on. I'm just going to test fit this once more. Sort of squeezes in. Maybe. Yep. Jesus, tight. Wonder why that's so tight. Oh, there we go. It just clips in. Okay. And that's on. That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's clip this cover on. There we go. So it doesn't look too bad. You can see here we've got our brackets to hang the bags on. And take a look at everything together. Yep, lift that up. It sort of slots back. There it is. Look at that. That's pretty good. Happy with that, especially for $200. There we go. Done. Looks a little goofy with bags on it, but when we're commuting or when Tracy's shopping, more like it. At least we've got somewhere.
At least I don't have to hold it.
That's it. To put a few things. So the final test is actually not for me. Final test is for Tracy. So we're going to swap. I'm going to take the camera And Tracy's going to see whether she can get on the back. You all right?
Yes. All good.
Nice and comfy.
Yeah, it's great actually.
Backrest is okay.
Yeah, and the bags don't impact at all, which is good.
That's awesome. How good's that?
Really good. Yeah.
Yeah, excellent.
Is good. And the best thing is I can just
Step off.
not like the crossroads.
No, that's it. All right. So I think that's it from us. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.